to increase your average ticket price at almost every single job. You're probably looking at adding at least $100, $150 to every single service if you do it right. And I'm gonna walk you through exactly how I do that.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey.
is that your trailer?
Yes, it's my husband.
Is he here?
No, he's out of town.
Okay, so this is pretty wild. We just pulled up to the third house of the day. Mac is getting ready to clean, and I happen to look over behind me, and here's a pressure washing trailer. And what's really cool about this pressure washing trailer is it has the ECP certification. I have no idea who this is. I'm gonna walk over there and see what's up. But the ECP certification is what you get when you complete How to Wash, which is just the best training that you can get if you're interested in starting a pressure washing business. So let's go find out. Kind of crazy.
Hello.
Hey, is that your trailer?
Yes, it's my husband.
Is he here?
No, he's out of town. Why, you need a service?
No, I wanted to talk with him.
Oh.
How's business? Is he doing good?
Well, he just started. He only had it for like a month and a half, about 2 months now.
Yeah.
So he's trying to get licensed and
Right.
everything and getting his business license and all that.
Right. Good looking trailer.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck. See ya.
But I like it that they're literally right next door almost, and then they still call us. 'Cause they know who's better.
That's right. Okay, so that was kind of interesting. I went and I knocked on the door. A good looking trailer, great wrap, obviously great certification logos. They also had some of my before and after pictures. Took a little picture of it and sent it to my boys just because it was kind of funny. And if you want to get ECP certified, check out How to Wash. There is a link in the comment section below. And we are doing $100 off, and you can use promo code HBA for that. But while I was over at that house, somebody drove by and they asked if I could swing by their house and give an in-person estimate, which is something that I never do, but I am out and about today, and I'm going to go over there and I'm going to do a little walkthrough. They are not going to be home, but it was something that I was thinking about. You know, I don't do a lot of in-person quoting in as far as residential goes, but there is something that I think would be of tremendous value, so I'm going to share it with you guys here in a little bit. But it's options, right? It's giving customers options, and it's not a high-pressure sales tactic. There's no psychological, well, there's a little bit of some psychological sales in there, but it's something that I do quite a bit, and you don't have to do it in person, but sometimes if you're just starting out, it's a little easier to do it in person. But it's something that we thought was so important and was such a great way to increase your average ticket price at almost every single job. I mean, you're probably looking at adding at least $100, $150 maybe to every single service if you do it right. And I'm going to walk you through exactly how I do that and why we built it into Quote IQ. So let's go take a look. Okay, so this is the house that had asked for the quote, and the guy had only asked for a house wash, right? But I'm looking at the driveway and I'm seeing that they definitely probably need a little bit of love here. The sidewalks and the driveway, the curb is looking pretty nasty as well. They've also got some rust stains here. So that is a great upsell. You know, if you've got the right chemicals and you know how to do it, you can remove these rust stains. If we were to surface clean this entire driveway and the sidewalks and everything else and didn't offer rust stain removal, a lot of customers, it's up here too, this is from the irrigation, high iron content in the soil. It could also be from over fertilization. Regardless, they do have rust stains, and it's something that you know, we can throw onto this options estimate that I was talking to you guys about. So just always look for little upsells, and if, like I said, if you have the right chemicals, if you know how to use them, then these upsells are going to be a lot easier and a lot more efficient. So I already pulled up this house and I know what the square footage is. Did that on Quote IQ, and I have not measured the driveway, but I will measure the driveway. And as you can see, they have had the house washed before, and you can see these telltale signs of the chemical stream coming down from the house wash. The house is not terribly dirty. The driveway is really what I would focus on, but let's keep going. Something that a lot of people don't even think about, but like these have got a bunch of mold and mildew on it. Like you can see this here. Okay, these are empty, and they did tell me that this is a rental house. So I'm probably thinking that I'm gonna throw in, you know, the bin cleaning, deodorizing as a separate line item, so they have the opportunity to either give it the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Okay, here's a great little upsell. AC units, like this thing is covered in black mold. There's moss growing down here, lots of leaf buildup. These areas need to be kept clean. You know, obviously we're going to take care of all of this with the house wash, but the concrete would not be included. So I'm going to upsell them on this little concrete pad. I'm going to throw that in the options estimate as well. And they've got a screened in porch. We do charge a little extra for that, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so because of the construction of this house, like all of these walls would be included in the price of the house wash, including the steps, but I'm not gonna do this for free. So I'm gonna add this on as a separate line item and give them the opportunity to either give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And that is the beauty of the options estimate. So they've got concrete in there, nothing really to move, so that's nice. The screens, I can see a little bit of green, some mildew buildup. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I will add in some verbiage about screen porch cleaning. And again, that will be a little bit of an upsell. The other thing that we've done in Quote IQ is we've given you guys the ability to include photos with all of your estimates. And this would be a great example of why you want to do that. So I'm going to take a picture right now of this, of the concrete, and of these rust stains, because a picture is worth 1,000 words. And you can put these in there with the estimate and make it a lot easier to close that sale, to get them to opt in. All right, so let's walk up here and see if there's anything else that we can add on to increase that average ticket price. Yeah, I don't really see anything significant except this concrete definitely needs a good cleaning. So I look at the primary service as the most important thing, and I'm going to quote it based on all the things that I talk about all the time, your overhead, your market. There are other factors as well that come into play, but that's for another video. But all of these extras that we see as we walk around, or if you're doing a remote quote, you can do it the exact same way. You can suggest driveway cleaning, sidewalk cleaning, patios, exterior window cleaning, roof cleaning, whatever. They may or may not need it, but at least you're presenting them with options, with alternatives. And the great thing about options is they may not even have thought about some of the things that you're presenting, right? But now that you pointed them out, the likelihood that they're going to take a look and maybe notice that they do need some attention is going to increase significantly. And that's also going to increase your average ticket price. And I don't typically go crazy here and try to shove it up the customer's ass. I'm going to make good money on the house wash. I've already established our minimum price. So obviously that house wash is covering that and then some. So anything additional is just gravy. And by giving them options and prices that are reasonable for both them and you, they are probably going to be more likely to select at least a few of them. And these are typically things that don't take a tremendous amount of time, but there is value. And so this is where the sales psychology comes into play. So if you're dealing with somebody that thinks that the house wash should only cost them 99 bucks, then this entire options estimate is going to be completely irrelevant, and you're not going to do anything for them because they are cheap as hell. But if you've got somebody that thinks that their house wash should cost, say, 600 bucks or 7, even 1,000, and we're quoting this at 500, then when you start adding options on, they look a lot better. So say you add on the driveway for 175, a patio for 20 bucks, exterior window cleaning for 75, and maybe rust removal for 50, then these things look a lot better to the customer because they've already framed it in their mind as how much they think they should pay. So these extras are just gravy on top, right? And I also wanted to say that if you need a good way to send estimates, invoices, and collect payments, we are giving 50% off for the first 3 months for all Quote IQ subscription tiers, and that can only be found at myquoteiq.com. Okay, so all of that is 820 bucks. So if he was expecting to pay $1,000, this price with all the options looks great. Now, he might choose to go with all of them, and if he was thinking it was a $600 job and we quoted it at $500, he may be more inclined to spend a couple extra bucks here or there because it's still coming within his budget, or maybe a little bit more, but he now sees the value of each of those options because you have given them value by adding them to your quote. The other thing that this can do is, if you do it right, is it allows you to build trust, credibility, as well as kind of solidify you as the go-to guy for them, because remember, you have now given him the idea of what it should cost. You have given him a real number to these individual tasks or services. So say he chose not to go with patio cleaning for 20 bucks. Well, he understands that that was going to cost him something. And if you so choose, you can go ahead and knock that little patio out. It's not going to take any time, but then when you send the invoice or you talk to him after the job is done, you just say, hey, while I was back there, the patio was really nasty and I didn't want to have everything else looking great. So I went ahead and did that for you at no charge. So now this guy knows the value. He knows that there was a price associated with it and you did it for free as a favor, if you will. So now you've also positioned yourself in a way that he owes you. Even if it's just a subconscious thing, he knows, so he may be more inclined to leave you a review when you ask, or send more people your way, or talk about your company because he knows he got more value than what he paid for. So that is another cool little selling technique that goes along with options. So that is it, guys. Remember, options are a great way to increase your average ticket price. If you only give them a quote on one thing, it is likely that they will go with that one thing. But if you give them options, you're going to see that you're going to be getting more work at most jobs. So good luck. Thanks for watching. Quote IQ is 50% off for the first 3 months at myquoteiq.com.